apple a day keeps the doctor away, but 5 apples a day, the doctor will pay. What does that even mean? No food on this earth is bad. It's how much you have of that food that can get you. When it comes to fruits, because we live in America and the average person categorizes fruits with vegetables, we're all thinking that you eating Brussels sprouts is the same thing as you eating blueberries. That is not the case. Today, what we're going to talk about is how to find out a serving of fruit. That way you can have your cake and eat it too. So do not fear fruit. Just make sure you have fruit in moderation. But we're going to find out what moderation means today. So if you're somebody who loves fruit, first things first, buy a food scale. I'll put whatever container you're going to use to measure out your fruit. So I like to use a glass container. I don't like to use a whole lot of plastic. As you can see, it says 594, 595. So if you're having any type of fruit where you don't eat the whole entire fruit in one sitting, such as a banana, right? People usually eat 1 banana. People don't eat 10 bananas, right? People eat a multiple amount of blueberries. When it comes to something like blueberries, and when it comes to papaya, right, because it's sliced, or pineapples, what I want you to do is put enough into this container where it's going to equate to 100 grams. Why 100 grams? 100 grams is basically a cup. That is a serving of any fruit or any vegetable. So that way you have an idea of how much fruit or how much vegetables you're having. Numbers don't lie. All right. And carbs can add up very quick if you're not being mindful of how much carbs you're having, especially when it comes from fruit. And when it comes to blueberries, you just want to grab handfuls and just go out your day. As you can see, it's 594. What I'm going to do is pour enough blueberries into this container where it hits 100 grams. And it's probably not going to be as much as you think. Boom. So as you can see, this is 693 grams of blueberries, which means what? We're 2 grams off. Add a blueberry, now it's 100 grams of blueberry. If we had to count this out, does this look like a lot of blueberries? No, but when you're looking at a serving size or when you're looking at the label, they're talking about this amount of blueberries. But this is about a good handful. So if you're having 4 to 5 handfuls, that means whatever number that you're seeing on the back, multiply it times 4 or 5 or how many handfuls that you're having, all right? Just to give you another idea, I'm gonna go ahead and show you a serving size of pineapple. Y'all already know I'm bougie, so I got some pink pineapple, you know the vibes. Oh shit, y'all didn't see that. Damn. So as you can see, I overshot the pineapple, and this is 100 grams, or this is a little bit more than 100 grams of pineapple, which means what? I'm gonna pull up the nutrition facts. This is the nutrition facts for pineapple. 100 grams. Is this a lot? No, people is probably gonna eat this whole entire container. Right? So if I eat this whole entire container, I don't know, let's find out. 3 servings of pineapple right here. So now let's multiply that number by 3. It climb up very, very fast. But if you're not paying attention to these little numbers or these little metrics, or you're not even trying to figure out how much fruit you're having in a day, let's say popcorn, let's say Doritos, or barbecue sauce, it can add up very, very quick. And this might be the reason why you're stalling, because you're saying, oh, fruits are healthy. I can have as much fruit as I want. Yet, numbers are still numbers. Carbs are still carbs. Sugar is still sugar. Yeah, I know I'm cross-contaminating. Don't judge. Things like a kiwi, you don't have to put it in a glass container because they actually say on the nutritional label, it's approximately around 2 kiwis. You can expect these numbers. But if you was being anal retentive, of course you can go ahead and break down your kiwi, especially if it's sliced up, and you can put it into a container. But people usually eat a whole entire kiwi. People don't just eat 1 blueberry and keep it moving, all right? So all the things that sliced up or little things like that, those are the ones that you want to actually measure out, especially if you're really trying to lose weight, especially if you're tracking calories. Last but not least, I know black people, I know you've never seen this a day in my life, but don't even trip, shawty, I got you. Yellow, oh shit. Yellow watermelon. So let's see how much a serving of watermelon is, which is 100 grams. Because it got some juices in it, right? It says 600. Damn, I'm already done already. Let's add another one in. So as you can see, I'm already over a serving of watermelon. Let me go ahead and show y'all the nutrition label for that. And it's a little bit more over that. So more of the story is when people are having a container of watermelon, people having a container of blueberries, people are having some kiwis or some papayas, whatever the case may be, some cherries, some grapes. We're putting some into a container where it looks good for our eyes, right? So we're going to fill that joint up. And then we're walking off with this. 3 to 4 servings of watermelon. So that's 7 grams. It's now 21 grams of carbs. And let's be real. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slices of watermelon. That's not a lot. Moral of the story, if you're trying to consume any type of fruit, if you're somebody who's trying to manage their weight, it is imperative or indicative for you to actually measure out what you are consuming. That way you have an idea, and then you can start eyeballing it. Now I know, because I chose to do it, that, 6 pieces of watermelon is about 3 servings of watermelon, right? Or if I cover up the bottom of this glass container of blueberries, it's about 1 serving of blueberries. But that's why I tell my clients the best type of fruit are berries, because would you rather have more blueberries or would you rather have 2 pieces of pineapple or 3 pieces of watermelon? I already know how our psychology is. You're going to want a little bit more, something that's sweet versus something that's not as sweet. That's why we gravitate to a little bit more fruit than vegetables, because fruit got fructose in it, and the fructose component of the fruit is what makes the fruit sweet. Okay? You can have more vegetables than fruit, and you can have more berries than watermelon. Don't be afraid of fruit. Understand your fruit. So for now on, any fruit that you want, buy a food scale and just measure it out one time, 100 grams per serving. That way you have an idea of what you're consuming. Hopefully y'all learned something today. That's your reset tip of the day. It's going to be Say Snatch all the time, not in the summertime. And once I go ahead and log off, I'm going to go ahead and eat this watermelon. So don't judge. All right. Talk to y'all soon.